Let's look at our example 1 about finding selling price given percentage discount. After being given a discount of 7.5%, Alex paid 370,000 shillings for a bicycle. What was the price tag for the bicycle? So at this time, we are given percentage discount and we are given the amount Alex paid for that bicycle, which is in equivalence to 370,000 shillings. So we are going to subtract to get the percentage which is equivalent to the amount he paid, which is 370,000 shillings. So we shall have percentage that he paid which is equal to 100 full percent minus 7.5%, which will be 100%. We have a fraction, which means we shall have now 99%, because one whole is taken by a half, so we shall have 99% minus another whole, then plus one whole which was taken by a fraction here minus a half. So finally we shall have 92, then 1 minus a half, which is a half. Remember, this is the percentage which is equivalent to the amount he paid, which is 370,000 shillings. So now we are going to convert this mixed fraction to an improper fraction, where we have the denominator times the whole number plus the numerator, everything divided by the denominator, where we shall have the denominator as 2. All of this will be percentage. So denominator is 2 times the whole number, which is 92, plus numerator, which is 1, out of denominator, which is 2. Then the whole of this is percentage. So we shall have 2 times 92, then plus 1. So you can have 92 times 2, which is, this is 4. Then 2 times 9, which is 18. So we shall have 184 plus 1 out of 2 as a percentage. So the sum of 184 plus 1, which is equal to 185 out of 2%. The same means 185 out of 2 divided by 100. Then we make it out of 1 to have a numerator and the denominator. From there, we shall have 185 out of 2, then times 1 out of 100, the reciprocal of the percentage, where we shall have our last step as 185 times 1, numerators alone, which gives me 185 out of 2 times 100, which is 200. So meaning he paid an equivalence of 185 out of 200 as the price which represents this 7.5%. Now, our next step is to look for the selling price. This is the fraction we have, so we shall have, at this time we don't know the selling price, but we have the percent which is equivalent to the amount that he paid. So this is the fraction he paid, which is equivalent to the price he paid. So we shall have 185 out of 200 of the selling price which we are looking for at this time, which is equal to the amount he paid. So after there, we shall have 185 out of 200 of means multiplication selling price, which is equal to 370,000 shillings. We shall have our whole number as selling price out of 1 to make it as a fraction. Then also this side on our right hand side is still a whole number which is under denominator 1. Then our next step is to multiply the numerators alone, which we shall have 185 selling price we are looking for out of 200 times 1, which is 200. And the answer will be 370,000 out of denominator 1. So at this time, we are going to eliminate 200 as the denominator. So we shall multiply, we shall have again our step here, where we are going to do the elimination. Selling price then is equal to 370,000. So we shall multiply 200 this side and again 200 this side. So we shall have 200 divided by 200, which is 1. Then 200 divided by 200, which is 1. Then we shall mean 185 selling price, which is equal to the product of 370,000 and 200, which would be 74. Then 2 times 37 is 74. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which would be 74 million. Then from there, we shall divide both sides by 185 as the coefficients of the selling price, divided by 185. 185 divided by 185 is 1. Then 185 divided by 185 shall have 1. Then we shall remain with selling price, which is equal to 185. We look for the common. When you have such large numbers, we look for the common factors within these. So we shall have 185 divided by 5, which would be 37. Then 740 divided by 5, we shall have 148. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So meaning 74 million divided by 5, you get this quotient. Then from there we have 148 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You check out with the zeros, then divided by 37 as our new fraction. Then we shall have our units as shillings Then from there, we have 37 divided by 37, which is 1. Then 148 divided by 37, we shall get 4. Then with the number of zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which will be 400,000 shillings. Therefore, our selling price would be, our units, 400,000 shillings. Thank you so much for learning with me about finding selling price given the percentage discount. And we have looked at how best we can get the equations before we state the equation, and we looked at how we get the percentage paid so that we can equate it to the amount paid by subtracting the full percentage, which is 100%, minus the percentage discount, so that the answer we get finally here, it will be the percentage the person paid, which can be equated to the money or the amount the person paid, so that at final answer we shall have the selling price of that article or that item.